again, I'm Hunt, and today we're going to the Hoboken Historical Museum and meet with Robert Foster, the Executive Director, and he's going to give us a breakdown about the Holland Tunnel and the Lincoln Tunnel, how they were built and how they helped shape Hoboken. So thank you and welcome. Glad you could join us.
Thank you. Name is Robert Foster. A group of us got involved in forming the museum in 1986.
Hi, Hunt. I'm David Webster, Collections Manager for the Hoboken Historical Museum.
Great, so what do we got today?
Well, we're doing an exhibit about the Holland and Lincoln Tunnel because Hoboken is bookended by both of these tunnels.
The owners of the property offered us this space for $1 a year, so the price was right. We always joke that we paid up front.
Even beginning in the World War I era with the Heaven, Hell, or Hoboken, people don't realize how much that Hoboken was a part of our national history.
It is believed that General Pershing, who was the commander of the troops, told his men that, hey, you know, in 6 months, you'll be in heaven or hell or back in Hoboken. The real history of Hoboken probably begins with the Stevens family. They would have corresponded with Jefferson, Ben Franklin. They would see a problem, like how to get across the river. How do we solve that?
So was this bridge the original idea of making a crossing?
Getting across the Hudson took a lot of effort. The technology wasn't there. You know, the Brooklyn Bridge is not as long as the Hudson is wide.
This was the Jersey side of it right here?
No, that's New York
Oh, this
looking
is
at,
Jersey.
and that's the Jersey side. We have pictures, drawings here from some of their reports. This was considered like the eighth wonder
Yeah,
of the
I see,
world
right
when
here.
it was built, which is kind of great.
Now, what was the first connection physically linking this side of the river with New York City?
It would go back to the Stevens family again. Later, when we get into the Holland and Lincoln Tunnel, that's set up for vehicular, you know, for car traffic. They have to deal with issues of ventilation and that sort of thing.
The train pushes air through the tunnel.
Yes, it does. So you know when it's coming because you can feel it.
Automobiles don't do the same thing.
So this doesn't look 29 feet high.
It's not. They were afraid that they weren't going to get people to drive under the water. It was a new thing in America,
Right.
to drive underwater. This is kind of an amazing thing. Tunnels actually float. They're not sitting on bedrock. They're sitting on compacted soil. Water is pushed into the soil and comes out of the soil with the tides. It was a big success, more than they ever expected. Within a year, they got the go-ahead to plan for the
Wow,
Lincoln Tunnel.
I didn't realize it was that quick.
It was that quick. And they just actually built on the success of what they had already designed.
57 was kind of the latest addition to it. That's
Yeah,
fairly
it
recent
actually
comparatively.
took over 20 years to actually build the Lincoln Tunnel.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak
Okay,
with me.
thank you.
I appreciate all the knowledge. It's fascinating to know how much we don't know about our own town.
And come visit the Hoboken Historical Museum.
Absolutely, absolutely.